You're watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Stories from the pioneers of skateboarding about the history and the fun of the sport we love. Good evening and welcome to the Skateboarding Bros Show. Tonight we're going to talk about episode 14, which is Safe Surf in Fort Pierce. I think this is 77.
Yeah, I think so.
Summer of, and it was a challenging park to say the least. One of the I guess the many parks built, and they were indicative of the time, which were they're built a little bit faster to capitalize on the craze than they should have been.
This is capitalism at its best.
Or worse. It's urban sprawl in the skateboarding scene. So thank you for joining. Don't forget Boards for Bros. And it's all right. We're going to have an auction in a couple of weeks for Boards for Bros, North Carolina.
Tell us the date of the auction.
It is going to be May 21st. 2022,
and
it'll
this
be.
Episode won't come out until July, so nobody gives it.
You missed it. You
blew it, dude.
You missed it. All right. So is this Chuck again? Chuck Huck, whatever his name was.
It's not Huck. No, Huck wouldn't go to a small contest like this. Actually, I think Huck was probably out of the business by then. He probably took his circus somewhere else.
So let's have a look at this then.
So this was an interesting. So all the skate parks back then, these were first generation skate parks, and a lot of them were based on a surf run, which was basically a product placement there, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am too.
Yes. If they'd like to send me a case of this, we'd love to have some of this. It's awesome.
Also, the guys from Four Roses Bourbon. Just saying.
Yes, there you go. Very good.
Are they sponsoring our program now, Ed? Did you get them to be a
We're in negotiations. We're happy to provide our email address is edgar@skateboardingbros.com and
all right, George, who is this? What's going on here?
So anyway, this was Fort Pierce. So there was a handful of parks that were similar to this. So Earth and Surfing was similar to this. There's another one. There's three of them that I know of in Florida. Very similar. Start out with a tall hill that you hike up, and then you ride down this big ass surf run. And that was the size of it. And it was all based on, everyone thought the snake runs were the shit. They didn't realize that people wanted to actually work back and forth like a half pipe or a pool or something like that. We didn't know. So we got a bunch of these skate parks built this way. And you'll see how this skate park evolved, where they actually put a half pipe in at the bottom of the little snake run here that, again, dreadful, but what we had to work with.
Yeah,
you have to adapt as you go along, because what's your favorite? Whatever we got. That's Barry Zawitsky used to say, hey, it's whatever we got, and then you move on from there.
Yep. So it's like any other new skate park. You put coping on the pool. Oh, hey, we didn't know we needed coping. Hey,
that's
now
right.
We do. Put an extension up. Okay, let's do it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tampa Skate Wave, Longwood, Kissimmee we looked at, very similar to this. Is anybody getting any latency? Okay, all right, cool. So let's go ahead and watch a little bit of this. Did he just do a 360 handstand?
No.
That was George McClellan right there.
It is. Look, this is just freaking anarchy, man. Look at this.
There's one of those extensions you're talking about in the back.
We show a little bit of that in the later on in the show.
Yeah. So this is Safe Surf in eastern Florida somewhere.
Is this regular speed? I
don't know. It seems kind of funky.
Yeah, I don't have this uploaded to Dropbox, so we're watching it on YouTube.
Well, that looks all right there. That's good.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know who this is. He's got some skills. I thought it was Dan Murray originally, but Dan Murray was.
There you go. That was a big move back then.
Look at this. Look at the 360.
That was hot.
Yeah.
That does look like Dan Murray, though, doesn't it?
This is Joe St. Angelo.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, the
Whoa, what
air
happened
walk.
there? It got fast again.
But yeah, so that's Joe. Again, look at that. Good. You had to have jump skills and you had to have handstands, which now, not too many people really care about.
You had to have that horse jumping thing going too.
So I want to talk about that for a second, George. Actually, I want to ask you a couple questions. Everybody had one skateboard, and the skateboard sizes were limited, and you could only have such length, or there was some rules about what your skateboard looked like. Can you talk more about that?
Interesting. Well, so we all had one skateboard that we liked to ride a lot, but then some people had 2 or 3, which was just out of control. And then you had freestyle boards, and after a while, you'll see it here later on the video that you had everyone. So the GNS Team Rider took over as the freestyle board of choice. It was a single kick. I think it was 26 inch, probably 8 inches wide, but you had to have at least one of those in your quiver. All the cool people had at least 2. So you could do your Christies and all your other moves that you had to do. But you'll see quite a few interesting skateboard shapes in this video. I saw some. There's a Hobie Team Rider, which was then, so after the Hobie got rid of it, Powell Peralta bought all their dead stock and turned it into a one of Stacy's boards for a hot minute. So, and then it moved into their flat laminates.
So there was a GBM model, and it was as legally as long as it could be.
Okay, so yeah, that's a really good point. So the high jumping, so because high jumping was actually a thing, it's like barrel jumping and all that other stuff. So high jumping, they actually, ISSA set out rules for high jumping because people were putting together these like 5-foot boards. They're like springboards, and they go wing, wing, and they could jump like 5 feet up in the air. It was crazy. So they put the kibosh on that, and they had they set the limit.
I got a question. Who's they?
ISSA, International Semi-Pro Skateboard. I don't know. I remember what ISSA was, but the ISSA was the governing body of skateboard competition back then. So, but yeah, they came up with that number. That 32 inches was the max length. I don't know why or how, but that was the genesis of the GBM custom board, because I needed a 32-inch board. You couldn't find.
I remember I used to join any association that showed up. IBSSA, blah 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 blah. I'd show up. They all trying to make something out of this sport, which was not a sport at the time. I go, yeah, let's do something, because ASA, bing bang boom, it was cool.
Yeah, it's neat. It's neat. I mean, ISSA, I mean, that's somewhat familiar. Were they California based, or was they were? Okay. So
probably San Diego based, because San Diego had the rules, and they were trying, San Diego, so down south was trying to do that whole thing where turn it into Little League type stuff.
So, and later on was Tony Hawk's dad, right? Would that
he was with APSO, yeah. But APSO, anyway, yeah, that's, or CSL, California Amateur Skateboard League. He was an officer in that, but he didn't start. He was just an officer in it. And
so at this time it's ISSA, and it's just the easiest set of rules to adopt for a contest guidelines. Oh, another thing, there was no beginners, advanced, sponsored, and pro. It was age
related.
Yeah, so you skated against people who were your age, no matter if you were a beginner, or there was no arbitrary placement in one division or the other. Which is seems like
the skaters I was around, they were all rebels. They go, I don't care about this crap. They're trying to organize us into something, and the skaters were, I just want to skate,
So let's watch some skating then. Let's see what's going on here.
So look at this. He's trying to do a kick flip. He used to do a kick flip, kick turn. But look at this. Nice little, probably about three.
That's cool.
There.
Wow.
Wait,
Man, look
that's
at
cool.
that shit. How about that?
Yeah.
He's probably riding on a little skateboard right there. That might have been when he was with little skates, but maybe not. Not sure. Oh, and look at this.
Oh, that's cool. That you don't see that often.
And look at that board. I told you, GNS Team Rider.
Yeah.
There it is. You can see that one that he's on now, GNS Team Rider.
So who's this? Is this the guy?
Look at this. Look at that. No, that's a different guy. So look at this. Oh, he's trying to do the launch. But look at that board. That's a what the hell is that? I think that's the Hobie Team Rider. It was actually had a rocker in it.
What's the name of the skate team the guys on? Oh gosh, they're going so fast here. All right. That's a Sims shirt, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a Sim shirt. So McCrannles, I know, was here at this contest. I remember him being here. I haven't seen McCrannles. There is a Fulmer sighting and a Chuck Lagana sighting. And I don't know who this guy is with the yellow helmet, but he's got mad skills on the freestyle.
Let's see if we can get
I
a
want to say it looks like so.
That's Dane Tomlin there in the beige.
flight.
Yeah, that flight. That he skates like Scroggs, but I don't know if Scroggs ever skated for flight. I know just about half the planet did at one time, but because they were giving boards out to anyone. But
What's that, a broom back there that guy's got? This is.
But look at this. So that's full on Scroggs moves.
That's Dane Tomlin in the front there.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
from Gainesville.
Yeah, he's got a
freestyle.
He's got a Sensation Basin shirt on.
Yeah. I sponsored him.
There's George.
Yeah, look at that guy.
That's George. Right there. Oh,
Look at that.
shove it.
Rock walk, or no, yeah, see, he's spinning like Scruggs. There it is.
There it is. That's Dane Tomlin there.
Well, let's go back. I want to check this out here again. Let's see. George. Oh, just missed the shove it.
Shove it.
Everybody had brooms before everybody had a blower. You got to keep the place clean.
That's right. 'Cause you didn't have battery operated blowers.
Yeah,
you had
really.
to put the gas on. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Good for him.
Well, it's got to be done.
That's right.
Is this Fulmer?
It could be. Fulmer shows up a little bit later, but
He was pretty good at freestyle. I remember that, being impressed with his abilities.
Oh, Fulmer had mad skills on freestyle. Yeah, Dane's got it going on there too. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
A triple axle.
Yeah. I was always impressed with Dane Tomlin, and then he got older and moved on in life and whatever. He didn't have the Rodney fortitude forever kind of thing. But
not many people do. Rodney's
exactly. Yeah.
But he was really good, and
watch this kick flip to 1 foot landing. It's coming up. You want to talk about balance?
That's cool. Yeah,
that is awesome.
That looks like a Kelly Lynn move. That's something that Kelly would do.
And he's got the helmet on, not buckled.
Yeah, CCM Pro Guard.
Right.
So you guys are watching kickflips. This is the only way kickflips were done.
Yeah, that's right. No ollie stuff.
So what happened here?
Someone went down.
Yeah,
it was get hurt at a park like this.
Somebody slammed.
So you were filming this. Did you just see the people? You didn't see the event.
Well, first off, I tripped him so he'd smash, so I get some action out of the show.
Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd.
It's like when I was skydiving. Someone gets killed, all of a sudden we got more people skydiving. So we wanted to make sure somebody slammed really heavy, get into the media, so more people would start skateboarding. I don't know what happened to him, but I think he got a little something on the run there. He landed, and of course, everybody doesn't know what they're doing tries to help him.
So he's laying face down.
Yeah, he's not good.
This was the slalom run.
Yeah.
So he may have slid out. Maybe
Yeah, right. He
saw
probably
it
just
slide
had
out or
a
something.
quick slam to the head. And with those deluxe helmets they used to have, they probably didn't do it.
So, so what are they doing? Feeding him bleach or just rubbing alcohol? What's going on here? This is interesting.
Your call on whatever that is.
That's the special water that they spray on the soccer players, right?
A good tape.
That's a recovery
Good tape,
water or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So let's see. This them jocks shoes
I
there.
think that's the gal from Skateboard Safari, helping him with the hat, the white hat
Tony
on.
Simotis on the right side there.
Oh,
Black helmet.
yeah.
Little
Get
skateboard shirt. Yeah.
the hand on the hip.
Yeah.
Unmistakable.
Yeah.
Who else we
Maybe
got?
one of our audience can chime in and tell us who this was, because I think
he was
they
down.
survived, and but it was not a fun moment. And this was typical of the era. Skateboarding was dangerous, blah blah blah. It really caught up into the media. The whole media loved coming up with, oh, kids are dying, blah blah
Right.
blah. Don't do it. And it's just like crap, Jeez, why try anything?
So, all right. Yeah, why try anything, right? I mean, come on. Let's so everybody's hanging around this guy. He's not moving.
Pretty cool because Phil invested a lot of film on him.
I did.
Oh, there comes the ambulance.
I remember Tony Romano, after he left Sensation Basin, he became an ambulance driver for Melbourne or whatever. And Tony one time told me he had the record going the whole length of the county as fast as anybody in an ambulance. Good skateboarding stuff. You could drive an ambulance faster than anybody. So, hey, good for him.
Tony's a great guy.
There's Fort Pierce, St. Lucie.
Yeah. I don't think
there's fish. There's fish right there. There's fish, and that's Todd Sondergrath on his left.
Todd Sondergrath. All right.
Like that. And there's the stairs you had to walk up. You had to freaking walk up the stairs every time you wanted to do a run and wait up there. How freaking.
No chairlift.
No chairlift. Jeez. And look at Fish with his.
Whoa, wait a minute. What was that?
I'll follow her up the stairs.
Let's. We're gonna have to rewind this just a little bit here. Because it's so funny. It's like, nice. Is this the precursor to the cell phone in the pocket there?
Yeah, right.
You gotta have your hairbrush, yeah.
Oh, yes.
So, but that was. There's Dan Murray, Kevin.
It looks like that's Dan Murray. That's right.
Dan Murray, Kevin Peterson.
And for those who don't know, Dan Murray was like the Burger King character. Yeah. He got a gig as a Burger King.
He was the king.
Skater person back in the day.
And this is Kevin Anderson?
Yeah. Yep.
68. That had to be, people, please ask me what that means.
Yes, exactly. And then I think, is that Tab Texter behind on the blue helmet with the Sims jersey on?
It might be. And I got a correction, by the way.
There's McCrannles. There's McCrannles in the orange helmet.
Texter correction on a previous episode.
Yes.
John Texter.
Yeah, it wasn't Tab. It was his little brother.
And there's McCrannles in the orange helmet. True sight.
His brother, John, went on to make a major special effects company, Digital Domain, and they did some of the most major movies of ever. And somebody could call in and tell us what they were, but it was impressive.
Why did it go?
I don't know what's going to happen.
Why did it go blue?
I don't know. You screwed it up.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep. What happened there?
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Yep, there we go. Bring it back.
That's better.
There it is.
Got to go full screen. There you go.
We need to get hooked up with these people and have them watch the show because nobody's watching this. There's Jimbo Skiles.
This guy got football black paint on his?
No, I think he's wearing Ray-Bans.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, there's Jimbo. Jimbo sucking on a beer there? What the hell?
No, that's my wireless microphone with my sheet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And sometimes I could get sound when they made the transfers. Originally, it was all there, but this is not like you're dealing with your iPhones and all these technology now. This was like state of the art back then, but the transfers, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
Yep. Well, that's okay. But yeah, so they're watching. Maybe they're watching the guy that just crashed.
I think they were looking like tennis. I think they were watching the half pipe contest.
So this is Indian Harbor Beach.
Yeah, there's IHP guys. Yeah.
Who are they? Do we know them?
I don't know. But somebody spent some money making shirts and stuff. That's cool.
Yes, shout out Indian Harbor guys. We need some
some IDs.
Yeah, we need some dates and some names.
Props.
There's George.
It's George. How about that guy? Skinny fucker with long hair. God, those jerseys were dreadful.
He's only gained a couple pounds since then.
The killer dogs are after George.
I thought dogs weren't allowed at this park. It's safe surf.
What do you mean? Uh-oh. What's happening? George is...
I had to close the doors. The dogs are getting fed.
I got you.
But
I like how they had little fences around the bowls and stuff. You know, like
there's that fucking half pipe. This thing was so fucking raunchy.
That's nasty.
Oh, but someone's doing a freaking seat drop off it.
Yeah, somebody is.
No thanks.
How do they get up there?
The way you climb up, I remember that you could climb up the back of it, and you could elevator drop into it, but it was oververt, and just not happening. But yeah, I think you see some runs here later on in this, but this somehow I remember I've got pictures of me up doing tail blocks off the top of this. I can't remember ever getting above the scum line. But this thing was so hard to ride.
So we mentioned before. Actually, Phil's one who coined the thing was that contests were where all fashion would be released, and a lot of times looking at the pads will date something. Well, this guy here, whoever he is, has got the latest in fashion and pads. The suede Rectors were brand new. Yeah. And for somebody to drop 50, 60 bucks and 77 on a set of pads, that was a huge investment.
Yeah.
So I don't know who this is, but if you know, please contact us. Like and share.
Right. 1-800 like and share.
That's correct.
For Safe Surf, just to come up with the bucks after building the park and probably going about broke, they were able to come up with the bucks to at least build an extension and keep it going. They got to hand it to them. This was not an easy time to come up with money. We're in the middle of a recession going into all that stuff. So.
Yeah, that's big picture. We were waiting in line for gas. There was lines. You could get gasoline only on odd or even days, depending on your address and your ID. You were getting in fights.
If you're cute, you could get gas. Yeah, the Georgia credit cards and stuff, little hose.
Georgia credit cards. I like that. I like it.
The statute of limitations is up. So let's see if this guy makes this. Who is that little dude?
Look at that. But look at that fucking giant board. He's a kid.
Who's that? Is that Frank Nasworthy?
That is Frank Nasworthy. That is.
There you go. That's classic there.
That is, yeah.
So who is Frank Nasworthy?
Who the fuck knows?
Frank, yes. Not a whole lot of people know. He was the inventor of the urethane wheel, coming out of Pompano Beach, Florida. And the Cadillac Wheels are from Frank Nasworthy. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he's the one that got all this going. So more power to you, 9.5 Frank.
That's right. If you read Craig Snyder's book, There it is. Talks a lot about Frank Nasworthy.
Yep.
Did he build Cadillac Wheels? Pompano Beach Skate Park?
Yes. Yeah, that was his park. I'm not sure because it was called Cadillac Wheels, Pompano Beach. It may have been an investment. to because I know that he had probably had some windfall bucks. So it may have been an investment, but not sure. I don't know the background of Monty Nolder.
But he is credited of taking it from the metal wheel to the urethane wheel, and it exploded because I started on metal wheels, and I didn't. It was fun, but not gonna last. When the urethane came in, it's gonna last, and it has. So nice going, Frank.
So do you remember, George, the first time you saw somebody with sealed bearings? Did you get the question?
Trying to remember who I saw. I remember the very first time I saw a urethane wheel board. I'm trying to remember when, because I think because it was Road Rider too. So everything evolved out of Suncoast Surf Shop. And
right, so that's St. Pete Beach ish for Treasure Island, actually.
Treasure Island, yeah.
So it's down in Pinellas, St. Petersburg area.
Power Paws. So it was Power Paws and Road Rider 2s. Maybe Road Rider 4s were happening at the time. But I don't remember the first time I saw sealed bearings. How about you?
So it was at Moss Brothers, and it was a wonderful downhill parking lot, and everybody hung out there. And we can't really stress this enough, because before you had 8 loose ball bearings on the inside and outside, and you had to be some sort of really high-tech mechanic to get it the perfect amount of tightness, but loose enough so the balls would roll. And then you had a lock nut and if that all came vibrated apart, which at Moss Brothers it did often, then the bearings fell out and you were done unless you could find them. But Howard Word rode past me on Road Riders with sealed bearings, and everybody else's board was, I don't know, like the Pontiac at 120 miles an hour. It's going to rattle itself off the wheels. But Howard went by and it was quiet. And I was like, I mean, every penny from then on was to get those bearings and those wheels.
Yeah, that transition from all those little bearings flying everywhere to a sealed bearing, that was cool.
Are you sure it just wasn't Howard's perfectly feathered hair that was being so smooth?
No, I remember he took us up 19 to skate the ditch right by Olive Garden or the DOT up there, and that was the first time I saw any sort of real tranny beside the big wood ramps that you guys had built for the parking lot. But yeah, I mean that was a big game changer. That was huge. So I don't know who this kid is, but that's Frank Nasworthy, and he's noteworthy. Who's that?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. But he's a judge.
I don't know who any of these judges are, except for Frank Nasworthy.
Tony Alba wannabe, surfer dude, McCrannles.
There's McCrannles. That may be Lagana.
Yeah, that fits.
Lagana.
Yeah. He lives in Florida. I see him on Facebook once in a while. He might want to come on and spout some stuff.
Oh, I'm sure Chuck would be a wealth of knowledge.
We got to have him on. I mean, it's
that would be fun. Let's get Chuck.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so look at that nice board.
That's a Maharaja board. Ski company, water ski company, started making skateboards, and Mahas were the shit for a little while, for a hot minute, and then people realized, oh, they're heavy and skinny.
So that's those Bennett Pros, and that's Sean Penn.
Yeah, Sean Penn. It's Jeff Spicoli is here.
Yes.
What are those elbow pads? They look like Norco.
Oh gosh, they're terrible.
Those are the CCM elbow pads. Those are fucking horrid.
They slid off just like every other one.
Those are probably rental pads.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Disgusting.
And how about the knee pad? Even
exactly, volleyball knee pads. Yep.
I mean, that's God. It hurts now. I mean, I've got a place on my leg, my knee, that will never be the same because I had a scab on it for like 3 years.
Yeah.
It's okay. Let's see. Okay, so
I like this. Look at this guy. He's got the freaking pompadour and the tattoo.
Yeah.
Homeboy is styling.
he's pissed. He can't smoke a cigar in there.
Yeah.
This is
Probably.
like Big Daddy Garlitz or something. There we go. Who's that young man?
That's me.
That's the fucking drop in.
I never getting anything. I don't know where this footage came from. Maybe West Tahoe or somebody. But look how skinny I was. Holy crap!
Look, what is this? Is there a pager on here? Did
No,
you
we
have?
didn't have pagers yet. That was BP. That was before pagers.
Okay.
It was probably a flask of whiskey or something.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds.
So this is I guess the bottom of the downhill part, right?
Yeah, this is the drop in, and you went around this big swoopy turn, and then there was 4 walls. There was a front, side, back, or there's a right, a left, a right, a left, and then you exited. And at the very bottom of the very last one was where that half pipe was.
The total surfer type park.
Yeah, but it just doesn't work for skateboarding.
So who's that guy?
I don't know.
It's just amazing the variety of shots you got, Phil. They're just.
Yeah, I just threw the camera on the ground. I got shots, so it was good.
Wait, we got the microphone.
There it is. Safe surf. There you go.
That's
So tired.
The agony of defeat.
But look at the transition to that.
oh yeah, this is good right here.
Yeah, I mean, you're freaking. There's some stuff going on there. It was click, click, link, click, click, link.
It was yeah. I mean, I guess at minimum it was a double kink.
It was a double pump. Yeah, double pump on the way up. And if you didn't have it, you weren't getting up high.
That's Mike Fulmer.
Yeah, there's Fulmer.
All right, great.
Socks.
Look at
Yep.
that.
You love those socks.
Kevin.
Oh, and look at Fulmer wearing the early Rectors. Okay. And Kevin Peterson's got the
Skateboarder headband.
headband. Yep. Got that headband on, which did nothing but make you hotter.
Yeah.
Cool.
It really wasn't the headband that you were worried about. It had to come out of your helmet.
Yes.
And then, wait, so the judge has a cigarette. I don't think that's allowed anymore.
Probably not.
That's Dean
But yeah, it's
Tomlin
just-
there.
That guy in the flight shirt, I just don't know who it is.
Yeah, we need to find out who that is.
Find out. You got Scroggs on here, see if he may be able to identify him.
I keep thinking Scroggs, but it's not.
It was, yeah, he had Scroggs moves.
God, it looks just like Tim Scroggs.
Yeah, it could be. He may have had a short stint on flight. But oh, look at that Alva board.
Where was that?
Go back just a sec. There you go. That board on the ground there is an Alva board. No, bottom, no, left.
Oh,
yeah, that's an Alva. But yeah, they were they'd become part of vernacular, although that was probably the 8-inch Alva. I think they made an 8-inch, an 8x27, and an 8x30, and then
Is that
just
a ProTech helmet on the guy on the flight?
no, that's Norcon,
Oh, still Norcon. Okay.
Norcon and CCM Pro Guard.
Yeah.
So, George, prior to the first Alva, what was the first Alva? 8-inch?
Yeah, they were all 8-inch. Yeah.
So when Tony came out with this, he had to get wider trucks built. So what was the delay, or what was the release? Because I remember people riding Alva boards on Bennett Pros or mid tracks, right? And it was wrong. The science was all wrong.
Well, they did, yeah. So full tracks came out, and they were close to the 10-inch boards. When he came out with a 10-inch, that was when the real weirdness happened, and people were putting spacers on trucks and stuff like that, and getting longer axles and things like that. But the advent of the full track helped out a lot because you got a little bit closer to being really wide.
Right. So it was just a case of one technology being ahead. It was, to Tony's credit, it was time to go bigger. Go big or go home.
There you go. But yeah, there's lots of fun little boards there. Yeah, there it is. So there's
John. Is that John?
Blue, that's John in the red helmet. Yeah. And if you look later, I think Fisher is up here. There's one of the shots that's got fish in there. But yeah, those freaking dreadful. I remember those yellow Norcon knee pads. Ugh. Didn't help out.
So who was the orange team? Was that Safe Surf?
Safe Surf, yeah.
Seabreeze skate team. So that had to be some sort of...
Probably surf shop. Probably Seabreeze surf shop.
I mean, I think it was just like one of the first contests. You guys went to Sarasota or Bradenton. That was the first time I went to a big away contest.
Yeah, there's fish on the left. That's fish there. Steve, the fish, who's hot? Fish eye.
How would you compare this park's layout to something in California at the same time?
Oh, God.
Was there anything like this?
I don't...
There's probably some in California that were similar to this because it blew up. This was easy to make. This was put in places where there was there was often a skate park and a miniature golf at the same time. So you could go do that. It was that type of spot. But California was a little bit bigger. And it was still just as ineffective. It still sucked.
Right. Well, they had a grade. They usually had to be able to take advantage of a grade. And where Florida had to do push up and fill, like Skate Wave, wound up having massive cracks and gaps in it as the whatever the fill was they used to make that big pyramid of death. Yeah. That God thing was terrible.
That filter, that's Florida sand, and that stuff would settle after you put the concrete. If you didn't put rebar in, all of a sudden the concrete settles and cracks all up and everything else. So you needed to compact that stuff.
All things that we know that now.
Well, the Basin didn't crack.
Yeah, well, we compacted though. That was expensive to do all that. I don't want to get into it. It was just
I don't know what board I'm on there. That's looks to be 8 inches. It's probably got Sim snakes on it, probably Bennett Pros and Sim snakes. But yeah, don't even know. Got the Chuck Taylors on.
Not pushing Mongo. You never did.
Never did. Not on purpose. But yeah, there's John McClellan. There's Fish.
That's the Phil guy.
That's Phil guy.
He's got a remote control vehicle somewhere out.
See the little thing on the top is the receiver for the wireless microphone.
The wireless mic.
An antenna that, lightning would come and blow my brains out.
How much did that rig cost in '75?
I don't remember. Back it was like $300 or $400 back then, which is like a lot of money today.
Yeah. $1,000.
Yeah, it was like the state of the art, and at the moment, that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to make movies and stuff, and I figured out a way to get that, and I was really happy with it. I'm sad it maybe on the original footage, if I have it still here somewhere, we can transfer it and hear it. But it was fun to be able to hear the sound of people.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great. It was very enthusiastic.
Cartridge, there's Genon car. It was like 3 minutes on a cartridge, and it was expensive. Let me just tell you, it's not like your iPhone today. So
because you had to take it to Eckerd's, to be developed.
It wasn't Eckerd's yet. That was before Eckerd's. There was some little snappy camera drive-through places and stuff.
That's right. The drive-through camera spots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. That was what it was back then.
Wow.
So little kiosk. Yep.
Does this really say prescription swap? What does this say about, or shop?
Your
This Presbyterian
eyesight's better than mine. I don't know. It's something about prescription. Yeah, you could go and take your Valium and switch it out to Viagra or something.
Get your pain meds here. So let's. All right, there's Phil again.
It's
Yeah,
Phil
Jimbo
and
Skiles on the left. Yeah.
So the Basin was not built, or was just built?
I think we had built it. I don't know. It's just
well, there's Basin shirts. Yeah, there's Basin
got shirts. So yeah.
Right. So you guys had gone to California, and
Yeah.
you'd put a lot of
We
time.
did our due diligence research and screwed up and built a place and went belly up and like everybody else. So
Well,
it was a happy time.
that wasn't the park's fault.
No, it was a great park. It was Nirvana.
The beer wasn't cold enough, so that's all there was.
No.
There he is.
Hey, look,
There
he
he is.
smiles.
That was awesome, Phil.
Thank you very much.
That
Don't
is
play it
great.
back. Just go on to something else.
Oh,
There you
that was
go.
good.
That's good.
I was
Hold it
trying
right
to.
there.
I was trying to go just back and see the people on the hill.
So I think there's Dick Yantis there in the.
Oh yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
great.
pretty sure that's Dick Yantis.
Yeah, we were.
So
And I had Dick and Muriel over to my house in Gainesville, and I invited every park owner in the state of Florida to my house one time and said, "Look, we're all in deep crap right now with all this stuff going on. Let's just have fun with this thing." And we had a great time, and everybody said, "Yeah, let's do it." But the world collapsed on us, and
Dick was pretty cool, but yeah, you're right. It's bad timing, but
doesn't go unnoticed. It was such a great time.
By the way, Dick Yantis was one of the owners of Clearwater Skateboard Park.
right.
So just
Right,
FYI, just FYI for those.
He was a great guy too.
Great guy.
Yep. So let's see. So these guys are watching the half pipe event. It's got to be. At some point, they're going to show people trying to ride that thing.
I'm not sure if it's even in here.
Phil again.
We may have seen the rest. Yeah, he's given some color. There's Fulmer. There's Karen Snyder.
Yeah, that's right. Craig's sister. Yeah.
Yep, and there's Dan Murray in the Bain shirt right there, and Fulmer, yeah, in the white helmet. The little man. There's a lot. That's a few cheeseburgers ago.
Yeah.
I guess for us all, right?
Yes. He is with Sincast, the first stone. I'm not sure what you were zooming in on, but check this thing out. I mean, the pure magnitude of having to add that much.
And you've got the transition at the base of the concrete, and then you got the transition at the base of the wood, and then you got the transition, going up the wood. There's 3 trannies there, and it just was, I couldn't stand that.
Who's that guy?
I think
that's got to be Lagana. Who's that?
Lagana's in the middle with that's Chuck Lagana. He always had that helmet. That might be Monty next to him.
Really?
Mike's up here.
Yeah.
Mike McGill?
Oh, that's Fulmer.
Oh, Mike Fulmer. Okay.
Yeah.
Mike McGill was probably 6 at this time, or something like that.
Yeah.
That is
could be Tim Hubbard there in the Clearwater shirt on the that right there. Yeah, that could be Tim Hubbard. I'm not sure. I don't know if he traveled to this. I remember driving down to this. But
the gal in the white hat was the gal that had Skateboard Safari on the right-hand side with the white hat to the right.
That's right.
There. Yeah. Skateboard Safari, and Hunter Jocelyn was helping out there and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, that's who we need to get on here, is get Hunter on here. Oh my God.
Yeah.
we would hear lots of things.
Hunter was the golden-throated team manager of Sims East.
Yeah, it's
and he
amazing
still
how
does a lot.
certain characters kind of rose to the top, just like today. You know, certain characters rise to the top. It was the same era back here 40 some years ago.
Yep.
40 some years ago.
Yee-hole.
Oh my gosh. All right.
But yeah, there's Chuck. He's wearing a Cesta helmet. That's a helmet that's used by highlight players. Because
I don't think people know what highlight is.
That's right. Highlight was big down there in South Florida.
Oh yeah.
Look at everyone. It's fucking roasting here in Florida. It's a summer afternoon, and everyone's all still freaking geared up, got their helmets on and everything. No thanks.
Is this the actor from Willow right here? I don't know who this guy is. That looks like Monty. Or is that Monty Nolder?
No, that's Kevin Anderson. Remember, he's got the 68 on. Yeah.
I forget what this kid's name is. It's not Tim Hubbard,
it's
though.
Koshia. Mike Koshia.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that quite a crowd there.
Hello.
Okay.
There's the pervert over on the hill.
Okay, perv. Here we go.
That's great.
You got to eat something.
Oh, you must have died when you got that stuff developed and you had to look at that. You're like, oh gosh, you did that. I'm gonna kill him.
I don't know where it came from.
Oh, wait.
All of a sudden it showed up, so it was good. Whatever.
Look at the back of the ramp.
You never see
over
my
here.
picture anywhere.
It's great. It's awesome, man. I mean, I remember I was 17 or just turned 18 when I met you. And I said, man, he's this old guy who owns the park.
Yeah, really, yeah.
And now we find out you're 11 years older than me or 12 years older than me.
I'm
it's
really
like
old now.
Yeah, me too.
In fact, I got to wear a helmet full time because I'm so old I fall down.
Yeah.
You can get you some elbow pads.
This is the guy. So you see that board on the right-hand side. It's got a rocker in it. That could be a Hobie Team Rider, or it could be a Zephyr board. I'm not really sure.
That's what I was thinking. Looks like Will Jones oval board, but it's not long enough, I don't think, to be a Zephyr.
They were that extruded fiberglass, and you would bang the nose up instantly, and it would just get shorter and shorter and shorter.
They were boats. Like they were heavy.
Back of Frank Nasworthy's head right there on the lower right.
Yeah, it could be.
True, and I like the nice, robust buttresses, the flying buttresses of the ramp.
We just didn't know any better back then. We did what we could.
Just amazing. Just amazing.
We didn't understand about templates.
Not weatherproofed wood either. Probably rotted out in Florida within 2 months.
The Daffy.
The Daffy. Oh, look at that. The headstand, the forearm stand. I'm telling you, these kids are animals.
I mean, I don't know who these kids are, but we I mean, if they stayed in it, we know who they are. But it's just they're kids here.
Well, yeah, we all were.
Well, these are
just figured this out a few weeks earlier, so they saw it someplace and boom, want to try it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait a minute, what the hell's that? That's a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother show. I'm sorry. I'm screwed up. Well, I mean, what am I going to do?
All you folks who are watching now, tune in or share it or whatever. Just help us find an audience because we're having a lot of fun and we want to keep doing it. And
yes,
we have no idea what we're doing, so let's just make it happen because this is historical for skateboarding, and this has been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
So give me just a minute
Look
here.
at this technology. You know, if we had this stuff back 40 years ago, where would we be today? You know.
Well, I would still be screwing it up. It would just be on newer technology. Let's not mince words here. Let's see. Let's get back to about where we were.
Yeah, we're right near the end of this whole
Well,
thing.
we're about to close it out.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, we're right.
there.
Yeah,
Let's-
right around there.
There. So look at that nice, big, expansive area. I mean, it's just a lot of flat.
That's all the skate parks had to have a freestyle area.
That's a lot of concrete to be laying down. That's
Yeah.
not doing much for anything.
Can you imagine surfacing that? Fuck, that must have taken forever.
Yep.
Well, they're not really very flat, and it can't be flat because the water's got to run off.
Yeah,
Have
it's
a
got
runoff.
little bumps and everything else.
Look at Nasworthy. He's getting a fucking wedgie for life.
Oh, is that the end of it?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this. So the thing is that tell me, where Rodney used to skate, that was some slick, flat concrete. I mean, you were talking about compressing the fill.
Right at the
Underneath
basin where
it.
Rodney rode in front of the mirrors.
Yes.
Yeah, that was all compressed. We ran a big roller gadget over the sand and everything. Got that really flat and put rebar in. Tried to make it as flat as we could. Had a little bit of slope down towards the pond, but it never cracked. It was good. It always ticked me off when we made the little transition into the trail that they had this mind. I said, no, make it smooth up there. But they would put these forms in, so there'd always be a little seam just before you go up the little rampy thing. I go, that's not the way we need it. So it was like a lot of mistakes, but concrete, once you make the mistake, it's concrete. It's there.
Right.
So.
Well, it was amazing. I guess that was expansion for the heat, for the concrete to expand and contract. But and then the whole roller skate trail was amazing. It was just
Yeah, I had fun with that. That was a great experience, and I kind of lost my life out of the whole thing, but I'm back. Here I am. So what the hell?
Well, we're glad you did it because it was epic time. So Fort Pierce, we just talked about that. I don't know what's next, but we're going to keep analyzing all the video that we have on hand.
I tell you, nothing's next unless some people start saying we want next, and then we'll do that. So send us your likes and dislikes, and wrap it up, Ed. Let's get the hell out of here.
Thanks for watching Skateboarding Bros. We appreciate the likes and shares, and we look forward to commentary and input so we can respond to you and get you on and hear your side of it, because we've got three sides here, and there's Tim. He's not watching. I don't know what's going on, but that's fine. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time for Skateboarding Bros. You have been watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Like and subscribe for more stories with the pioneers of skateboarding. Join us again when we have some special guests and more pictures from the past. Thank you.